Hey, this is Robert here again at Goozy Fabrication. Now, I took a little bit of time and I put together a video for you today that I think is really going to help out my DIY guys and gals working on your projects at home. Now, I don't think I need to tell anybody that parts, materials, tool prices are exploding. They just keep going up and up. And my channel's mission is twofold. First, provide high quality, professional how-to videos for my do-it-yourselfers. And when you do spend money on parts, materials, or tools, to provide alternatives to the expensive. Let you know what else is out there so that you can make an informed decision and get the most bang for your buck. So if you haven't guessed yet, we're talking welding helmets today. Like the video title says, inexpensive versus very expensive, and which one is right for you. Now, I'm welding every day. Most of you watching aren't. So what I buy and what you buy are probably going to be very different. Now, my go-to is this Crystal 2.0. Now, this is made by Optrail. For clarity while you're welding, there is no better helmet available in my opinion. This thing is incredible. Love this thing. My go-to. The only issue, $5.95 on the Optrail website. Now that's going to be way outside of the budget of most of the people watching this. And honestly, most of you don't need a very high-end professional helmet. What this video is about is providing budget-friendly alternatives to the expensive. Now, I have teamed up with Yes Welder. Now, we did a video on a DP 200 dual pulse 3-in-1 welder, and I was very impressed with this company, and I'm doing some collaboration with them. They sent me this helmet. Pretty impressed with it. And what we're going to do, we're going to go out into the shop and we're going to look through while we're welding, check the clarity, check some of the performance and the features of both of these helmets, do a little comparison. So when you need to purchase a welding helmet, you know what features to look for, and that will allow you to decide whether to spend a little or a lot and what's right for you. Let's get out into the shop and get into it. Go to yeswelder.com. Use the 10% discount code Robert Guzzi on checkout on machines, welding helmets, or accessories. You know what I'm going to say? PPE first, gloves, eye protection, respirator. If you get hurt, well, your project doesn't matter. Both of our helmets are side by side on the bench so we can compare budget versus expensive. Field of view, how big the lens is, how big of an area you can view. Now with the Optrail, that is going to be a 2-inch by 4-inch field of view. You can see pretty much straight out, but nothing on the side. Now what I really like about this Yes Welder, it is a panoramic helmet. Much larger field of view. Now this is a 3¼ by 4-inch. Plus, the panel here is a shaded lens as well as this side. So that lets you see not only this direction, but on the sides also. That's a huge plus. I really, really like that. Now, these aren't the only two helmets in the world to choose from. I'm just using these as an example and giving you an idea of what to look for, some of the benefits, some of the pluses, some of the negatives when you do go to purchase a welding helmet. You can apply this to any brand you like. Okay, so now it's time to take a look at the static clarity. We're going to start with the Yes Welder, then move over to the Optrail. Okay, so traditionally, welding helmets used to come with a greenish tint, and then the newer technology is a bluish tint. It goes by different names with different manufacturers, but the bluish tint has a much more defined view than the green, and I really prefer that. This one, pretty nice. Now, for the panoramic, okay, that is the side lens. That allows you to see on the peripheral. And it has it on both sides. That's pretty nice. Much, much larger field of view. And now the Optrail static view. And that's why this is my go-to helmet. I don't think any other manufacturer can actually touch the clarity of the static view. I mean, and the lens is a little bit dirty, so yeah, that's why it costs so much. Okay, so now let's move on. We're going to get our little TIG welder set up and initiate an arc and let you see the clarity on both helmets. We've got a little welding coupon set up here. First up, Yes Welder. And now the Optrail. And now a side-by-side comparison of some features that you want to look for in a welding helmet. The shade adjustment on the outside on the Yes Welder, and it's also on the outside on the Optrail. Now, what I don't like about the Optrail, both of these helmets have a grind mode. The Optrail is this button, and I'm not going to push it because I've had several of these helmets and it always fails. It'll start sticking. And that's a real negative because now I can't take advantage of the grind mode. But on this budget Yes Welder helmet, well, they have placed the button here on the inside. And that's a really smart move because now damage, you can bump it, dirt and debris, all of those things aren't going to be able to get to it and cause it to malfunction. So grind mode is going to fail. This one I can take advantage of. One thing you really need to pay attention of when you're purchasing a welding helmet, make sure that it is solar and battery powered. Now both of these are. Yeah, the solar only, yeah, that's a no-go. Headgear. Okay, the Yes Welder. Very, very nice headgear. Has the back adjustment here. You adjust it here. It has an adjustment point here and here, and they all pretty much have a standard lockdown, tight down adjustment on the sides of the welding helmet. Very, very nice. That's a huge plus. Now the Optrail, well, for the price point, I was kind of disappointed. It has very basic, primitive headgear. And you have your adjustment here. There's only one adjustment for your head here, and then the side adjustment or lockdowns here. Now you can upgrade, but that is an extra charge from Optrail. In my opinion, yeah, for the price point, you may want to come with the better headgear. So the nod goes to the Yes Welder. Now this next point is going to be very important to some of you. Okay, say you're a little bit older or you wear readers, whatever the case may be, this is a cheater lens. And what this does, it will snap into place with these little lugs and hold that cheater for you so you don't have to wear glasses. This one has the provisions for that. The Optrail does not. Now, if that's something you need to take advantage of, well, the Optrail is not going to have it. Some welding helmets do, some don't. This one happens to have that provision. Consumable cost. Okay, when it's time to replace this protective lens, $15.79 for 2 replacement lenses. And on the Yes Welder, now you would get 3 of these and 2 of the inside for $15.99. So there it is. Now you've seen the clarity, the benefits, and the features of a budget versus an expensive helmet. Now you can make an informed choice of how much and which one you want to spend your money on. The online store is now open. Tools, abrasives, consumables, novelties. GoozyFabrication.store. I want to take the opportunity to thank all of the followers, subscribers, those who were supporting us on coffee/goozyfabrication.com. The store is open, goozyfabrication.store. And as always, thank you for watching.